Hi, everybody. Welcome to Shea Stadium here on Stream at Sports. We're glad you're along with us here. This is September 11, 2013, 9/11, and 2014, I should say, 9/11. The flag is at half-staff. We just heard the national anthem, and fitting on this day that it's at half-staff. And folks remembering what happened 13 years ago. A football game to be played here. But thoughts and prayers, as always, for the folks in New York and around the world as well that are continuing to fight for the cause of freedom. Hi, everybody. I'm Cory Lopez. Rick Lewis off, Matt McChesney off. I'm here for you and glad to be along here. Great matchup at Shea Stadium here. Douglas County coming up from Castle Rock to take on ThunderRidge. And for ThunderRidge coming in here, 0-2 on the season. But I'll tell you what, head coach Joe Johnson's got a tough non-conference schedule, that's for sure. Let's talk about the difference makers. And each game we recognize one player as the next level student-athlete player of the game. And each week, one player receives a one-year scholarship to the next level student-athletes game plan high school program. You get more information by visiting NextLevelSA.com. We're going to pick that student-athlete. There's a few of them we'll be watching out for. Tristan Eve is one of them for ThunderRidge, of course, the quarterback there. And also keep an eye out for Mark Serzak. He's one of the receivers out there. Maybe a defensive guy. And on the other side of things for Douglas County, Rope Rule, the senior quarterback rolling things, and J.P. Rubinho. That's who ThunderRidge is going to have to stop as they roll into this one. Before we get started, I want to mention a few of our sponsors. Colorado Football Magazine, the only high school football magazine in Colorado. 60 strength training athletes for the highest level of competition. And, of course, NLSA for the next level student-athlete player of the game. These businesses making a difference in Colorado high school sports. Douglas County going to receive here as ThunderRidge gets set to kick it away on this dreary night. 48 degrees down here in Highlands Ranch. The ball taken at about the 20-yard line by one of the up men here, and a good return up across the 37-yard line, and that is where Douglas County is going to start. We'll see Loveland, Rubinho. You'll also see Sayer also doing some returning duties, with the first opportunity for us to see Douglas County, and as the Huskies come out here under first-year head coach Gene Hill. He's been an assistant at Douglas County for about 13 years, so been there a long time. But, again, as they come in here at 1-1, coming off the win over Rock Canyon last week, 29-25. They're trying to make it 2 in a row as we get set to go here, and the ThunderRidge defense rolls out. Boy, look at that. They got about 7 guys in the box already. From the shotgun, Rule has it. He looks here to the near side, slant, knocked down nicely. Getting his hand up on that one for ThunderRidge. That looked like that was Clay Johnson, the linebacker, just got the big paw up there and knocked it down. So a good start for the defense here. And again, just that quick slant. It's all about that timing. That ball gets back to you. You've got to get rid of it there. And Johnson timing that one up. So shotgun again, almost a pistol set here, and they get it up for Rubinho. He's trying to bounce his way to the outside there. He's got no room, and Johnson again, the linebacker, comes in and wraps him up. Vincent Dole was also there, but Johnson kept containment on the outside there. The run up to about the 36-yard line, and a loss of 2 yards. 3rd and 12 coming up here for Douglas County, and the ThunderRidge defense, always stout, looks pretty good. Pistol set this time. Rubinho on the right hip. And, boy, look at that. Had a receiver there that was open. Pump they're going to give. A little delayed draw. He's got nowhere to go. Right into the heart of the defense. Maybe a yard, and that's it. I'm going to put him back to about the 36-yard line. Bring up a 4th down and long. And the Huskies going to have to punt this one away. Well, again, when it comes up to the weather's changed a little bit. Guys haven't necessarily practiced in this. 1 pass attempt, couple of run attempts, and that's about it. Douglas County, Reed Jellison shanks it. This one bounding down to near the 30-yard line. It's funny, you talk about, for punts, you talk about hang time. The punter wants to get it up there get it out. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of short punts, almost the rugby-style punts, where they just kind of kick it in between the coverage. You've got the return man down there. You punt it short of him and try to keep it away from him. You get a favorable roll out of it. ThunderRidge will start here from their own, just inside, we'll call it the 29-yard line here. Let's see who brings this one up, and it will be Eve, and he will hand it off first man through. Didn't get through anywhere. Tough run for Kevin Knox that time, and for Douglas County. Or we're going to call Kyle Newsom's name out an awful lot. The middle linebacker up there for the tackle. No gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up here. Well, a 3 and out's got to make you feel pretty good as they get things going here. Start from their own 29, but a first run, you stay at your 29. So let's see. From the I set here, give it off. 2nd man through, and that's Johnson. Johnson off tackle there. Not a lot of room as he tries to run to that far side. Host of defenders along that right side of the defense for the Huskies. Well, we give credit here to Charlie Biquet, but also Luke Miller, who's filling in there from that linebacker spot as he got in there. So it brings up a 3rd down and 7 after that short gain. Eve, the quarterback here to this point, and he'll pitch it to the I-back, and that's Johnson. He's got a little bit of room across the 40, the first down, and then he's going to be pushed back and finally rolled down. Joslin was there. Luke Joslin, or Weston Joslin, excuse me, but a first down that time in just a little bit of daylight. He was able to run to it up to about the 42-yard line. Slow developing, really, almost a stretch play, but you saw that he flipped the ball to him. So first down here, and now a little counter play. Here to the right side, Johnson's got some room. He's got 3 tacklers, and he bowls over to about the 45-yard line of Douglas County. Nice run that time. Ryan Russell, one of the guys in on the tackle, along with O'Brien. It took 3 guys to get him down. Boy, the sophomore, Zeke Johnson, looks good on the run this time. They're going to say that he touched down at about the 46-yard line. So a gain of 10, first down and 10. Here they go. They're inside Husky territory. Fullback's got this one. The quick hitter up the middle. He goes to about the 36-yard line. That's Matt Stanley, the senior. Boy, big hole popped open that time. And he'll get to the 35. Gain of 11. And the chain's moving again here. Head coach Joe Johnson not going to have to worry about throwing the ball if his runners are going to be able to do this. The first run, no gain, and then all of a sudden it's just kind of burst open here. Stanley also knocks the fullback running, and then Zeke Johnson doing a nice job. Direct snap that time, and that's going to be Knox trying to get to the outside. He'll bounce off a tackler. Another first down. Gain of 11 as he's up inside the 24 to about the 23-yard line over on the far side. Well-designed play that time. He actually snatched it right out of the air. Weston Joslin is over there from his linebacker's spot, but again, the chain's moving. We'll give him 11 here. The ball down at the 24-yard line of the Huskies as ThunderRidge is driving. We're in the first quarter here. I set again, staying in that base set. Fullback got a big hole there, steps aside. Stanley bowling forward. They'll pull him down close to the 5-yard line. Wow. Run of 19 and another big hole. Just a trap play. It's worked twice in the quick hitters. They go to that fullback. And now first and goal at the 5. 8th play of the drive here for ThunderRidge. I said Eve going to go back to Stanley there. Tough yardage that time. Right into the heart of that defense. Joslin is there. Boy, we're going to be calling 52 all night for Douglas County, I get the sense. Now they're running right at Kyle Francis as well, the big junior down there, defensive tackle. Three yards there. They need 2 to get it to the goal line. 2nd down and goal. Fullback time again. Is he in there? Nobody's calling yet. Nope, Stanley being pulled back up out of there. Keegan Parker, another one of the defensive tackles, making the stop that time. They got about a yard out of it. No passing. It's all been on the ground. 10th play of the drive coming up here. Started at their own 25-yard line. 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. I said again. How about the fullback again? This time Eve trying to push his way in there. 4th down. A decision coming up here for the Grizzlies. Boy, that's about as close as you can get without the nose of the football on the goal line. Yep, senior quarterback Tristan Eve going to head back out there. Got him in the huddle. They'll come back out. 4th and goal here. Nothing too different about the formation. Strong right. They will give it off. This time Johnson, and he goes. Touchdown, Thunder Ridge. Keeping it between the tackles down there on 1st and goal, 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal, and even 4th and goal. This time they just went to the I-back and the touchdown. 11 plays, 75 yards, and Thunder Ridge is in the end zone. The extra point coming up here. Straight on kicker. A conventional style kick, and it works just fine. Zeke Johnson with the extra point, and 7-0. 5:41 left to go here in the first quarter. Thunder Ridge has the lead. Get your school's games live stream, whether it's basketball, hockey, rugby, or any other sport. You can email phil@streamitsports.com for details. Glad you're along with us here. Shea Stadium, and kind of a misty night. Boy, fall is certainly upon us here. An 11-play, 75-yard drive, and Thunder Ridge is on the board here. They lead at 7-0. We're going to have a few TV timeouts going here from time to time, so we'll have to kind of keep an eye out for that. A few 60-second breaks in the middle of the quarters here after some of the scores, so just so you know. Light schedule tonight. Big game going at the NAC. Mullen taking on Pomona, and I'd imagine that's a Jeffco. Pueblo South taking on Wheat Ridge. Boy, what a matchup there. The Colts and the Farmers, huh? A couple of teams used to making deep runs in the playoffs. It's a great matchup in Class 4A. A few other games going on. I know that Heritage is taking on Smoky Hill. That, well, I guess it could be Legacy, could be at Stutler Bowl. But again, that game kicking off here tonight. Elizabeth traveling to Conifer. Down in the Springs, I'd imagine at District 20 Stadium. Liberty, because that's where Liberty High School is. Liberty hosting Coronado. And Pueblo East down at Dutch Clark hosting Canyon City tonight. Keep an eye on the scores for you. Try to update you as well. 7-0 lead for Thunder Ridge. 2-game losing streak to start things out. I'll tell you what, Joe Johnson told Neil Devlin with the Denver Post, there's a squib kick there to the right side. Up man's going to take this. They're going to have good field position for Douglas County up to about the 36. Told Neil Devlin, he says, if we can get through our non-conference, and survive that, get into Continental play, and get into the North Division. Remember, Continental Conference is huge again this year. Every 2 years, CHSAA shuffles around the classifications, and the conferences get moving around. Now, Continental Conference is huge. They've got a North and a South Division. So Douglas County part of the South Division, and Thunder Ridge is a part of the North Division. But again, essentially a non-division game. We'll just call this one here. bottom line is if you win your division, you win your conference, well, then you're going to get a pretty high seed going into the playoffs, and that's a good thing. Doesn't matter what you do in the non-conference. Now, you'd like to win those games, but a lot of coaches, and Coach Joe Johnson is one of them, treats it as we're getting better for our league play. And boy, do they schedule some tough ones. Cherokee Trail, Ralston Valley last week, Douglas County here, and they've got Grandview coming up. Then they've got Mountain Vista, Fruita Monument, who got thrown into the Continental Conference, Regis, Highlands Ranch, and then Rock Canyon. So those 5 division games, all starting with Mountain Vista on September 26th. Second opportunity for the Huskies, a 3-and-out offensively for them the last time they were out there. And again, they go essentially from that pistol set. He's only about 5 steps back. And they go end around this time, looking for a little bit of room there, and there is no room. Couple of yards, and that's about it. Big tackle, Trevor O'Hearn knocks down the running back as he kind of scooped around. That's Connor Loveland, the senior that came from that far side and brought it here. One yard. And that was about it. Out of east-west running. Nothing north and south yet. Slot right set. That's the wide side of the field here. And quarterback's going to keep it. Rule steps out of bounds. Up near the 43, maybe 44-yard line here. He was chased out of bounds again by O'Hearn here on the near side. Broke a little bit of that containment that time. We'll put him at the 43, gain of 5 that time. Good read. And again, they're trying to spread the defense out here just a little bit. Brings up a 3rd down and 4 now from their own 43-yard line. 3 in the pattern. Slot man comes in motion here, and look out, down goes Rule. Clay Johnson got to him around the legs and brings him down for the sack at about the 38-yard line. A loss of 5 and another 4th down coming up, and Grizzlies pitching a back-to-back 3-and-outs. So Jellison will punt here. Ooh, Rush was on, got it away. Better punt than he had last time. Back up in the air and took a favorable bounce for the Huskies, and it rolls out at about the 26, 25-yard line here. Well, they're going to put it at about the 27. Huskies will get it back. Another 3-and-out, though. 4:10 to go here in the first quarter. Get the only magazine in Colorado featuring every school in the state's football program, featuring some of the top players, including the All-Colorado team. It's Colorado Football Magazine. Order yours today. It's coloradofootballmagazine.com. Here come the Grizzlies now. Tristan Eve will stay at quarterback, and the end around here. This time it's Knox. Knox got some room there, still breaking tackles, stepping down that far sideline, and finally pushed out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Wow. Not a flag to be seen either. How about that? Stick this down at about the 46-yard line. More an excellent run that time. Here they run to the right side. This time it's Johnson. Johnson run to the right side. Sure. So here comes the laundry. As soon as I said, well, I haven't seen any flags yet, thinking it in my mind, this one thrown right at the line where Johnson was headed. By the way, 27 on that carry there, and a little bit more after the run here by Johnson. A face mask against Douglas County. 15-yarder. And again, get a hold of that face mask, and it's 15 yards down to the 26-yard line now. So here comes Thunder Ridge. Already into Husky territory. Hand off, Johnson trying to get the outside. He'll slip away inside the 20-yard line, spun around and steps out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Joseph O'Brien just able to spin him around and get him out of bounds. But, boy, what a great job. Made one man miss. It's really what you ask of your running backs there. The Husky tried to tackle him up high. They'll take it to the 14-yard line here in a gain of 12. Boy, the sophomore looks real good tonight. Super slippery, that's for sure. I said again, Eve rolling to the left side. First pass of the night. Rolling left, he's a lefty. He's going to keep it. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Got a couple of yards, and that's about it. Well, Joslin's over there. We're going to call his name a lot tonight. Weston Joslin, the senior linebacker, got over and knocked him out of bounds. There just wasn't anybody to throw to. Whether he was going to go short or go to the corner. As a matter of fact, it looked like he had a couple of receivers kind of following along with him, but a good job by the DBs for the Huskies. Officials timeout here as they Oh, the down in. Oh, I see. See, I've got the officials up here in the booth. They're actually doing some evaluations, but the down marker, the box was broken, and I think they've got it figured out now. In my life, when you said the box is broken, I said, what box? Now I got it. Here we go. Back to Johnson. Spins inside that defense. Now positive yardage as he falls down near the 7-yard line. Boy, another nice run. And again, almost a straight-up style for the sophomore. He's not lowering down, getting that pad level down. He's just kind of taking contact, spinning off of it. So 3rd down and 3. They can get a first down here. Back they go. Knocks this time up the middle. Down to the 3-yard line. That's enough to move the chains. As a matter of fact, they can lay them right down. It'll be 1st and goal here. Run of 4 that time. That was the junior, Kevin Knox. Tristan Eve trots back to the huddle. You think they're going to stay between the tackles? They might here. Give it off. Knox this time. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown. Great block by Stanley up front. Boy, and give credit, too, to Jonah Holden, the 6'1", 235-pound. I believe he's a tackle there. Boy, a great steal on that outside. Stanley then blasted out the linebacker, and a little bit of contact there for Kevin Knox, but he was able to run through the arm tackle, and we're an extra point away from it going to 14-0 for Thunder Ridge here at home. Home opener, looking for their first win of the season, looking good so far against Douglas County. The extra point, up and good. 14-0, 2:32 left to go here in this first quarter. 7 plays this time. 73 yards. Long sustained drive. Didn't take them that long that time. Actually about 1 minute and 40 seconds. 1 minute and 38 seconds about. I'm just doing the math in my head here as they started at 4:10 left in the first, 2:32 left to go. Anybody who's got a calculator, just figure that one out. I have it on my phone. It's fine. We're going to move on. 14-0 though for the Grizzlies. Can you survive the dungeon? An intense workout designed by athletic trainer and former Bronco Matt McChesney. Email Matt at 60strength.com with the subject, I can handle the dungeon. Dungeon, that is. For more information. That's in all caps, by the way. I can handle the dungeon. Matt, I'm not the one that's sending that to you, though. I don't know if I can. Take it at the 10 here and breaks the tackle. The return man dives across the 40-yard line. Again, good field position here for Douglas County. Special teams giving them a good field position, but back-to-back 3-and-outs. Cam Anderson, I believe, returning that one. 14-0 here. And here comes Douglas County. Well, let's see if the offense has sorted anything out. Grizzly defenses look good. They stayed in their position. I did notice that Rope Rule, the senior quarterback, they're starting to go with that read option. And guessed right once, did not guess right the second time. This time, first man through, that's Rubinho. And Rubinho take that up to near the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And quickly up to the line they come. Two receivers, the wide side of the field here. Quick throw to the right side, sails it high. Rule was looking over on the far side. Boy, that's a big target. Sayre is over there on the coverage for the Grizzlies. Alex Henderson was giving him a pretty good cushion over there. But that one just sailed right out of the hands there of the quarterback. We've seen him twice now go with the kind of the quick throws. One was knocked down by the linebacker, Clay Johnson. This time, no hand. In fact, no hand was going to be able to get onto it here. 3rd and 7. Look at the pass. Trouble. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's got some real estate. First down and more as he steps out of bounds over near the 47-yard line. It was like a jailbreak that time for the Huskies as they came flying in there, but a good job by Rule to escape. Nine yards on the carry, first down and 10, and for the first time the Huskies are in ThunderRidge territory here, going from the 47-yard line. Pistol set. Long count. He's going to keep this one himself. Got a little bit of a hole there. Good burst to get up to about the 40-yard line. One of the first guys there, Ty Dalton, the DB, able to get there along with Johnson. A run of 7, though. And all of a sudden, Douglas County got a little momentum going here. Actually give them 8. Put that ball down right on the 40-yard line of ThunderRidge. Pistol set again. And Rubinho, nowhere to go. He is still on his feet, fighting and fighting. He's finally Johnson to finish him off there, along with Jack Huber. Oh, I take that back. That's big 65 there. James Duckworth. Duckworth, the 270-pound defensive tackle, able to finally finish him off. So with 3rd and 8 coming here. Time ticking down here in the first quarter. Rule, look at the pass. Pumps once, he's in trouble. Running for his life. Can he get to the edge? No. He is brought down at about the 47-yard line. On the tackle is Brooks Jacobs. Jacobs got to him before he could get to the edge, and it'll bring up 4th down. I'm going to say he stepped out at about the 47-yard line, so he ended up losing a yard there, and it'll be 4th and 9 for Douglas County. Jellison will have to come out and punt again. Serzak is back deep to receive the punt. He hasn't had one get all the way back to him. Whoop, that snap too high. And Jellison's just going to fall on it at the 24-yard line. He had no shot at getting that one. It was snapped so high. Well, and did the right thing by falling down on top of it so you didn't lose any more. There's no way he was going to scoop it and punt it. You had a couple of Thunder Ridge players that were coming through. Wow. So just 17 seconds left to go in the quarter here, and the best field position Thunder Ridge has had all night to start from, the 25 of Douglas County. Tristan Eve, pistol set now. Serzak breaks one tackle here as he tries to get to the edge, and he's not going to get there. Going to lose a couple of yards. A flag will come out here. Serzak over there. Boy, he had nowhere to go. Blocking the back against Thunder Ridge, so well, the play that was blown up gets worse as they'll take him back 10 from where the flag sits. So back to the 40-yard line they go. Call it 1st and 25 now. Around the end they go. And he'll get it inside the 30 down to about the 29-yard line. Chased down by Chris McDonald. Cole Ogrenick on the end around here. He'll take it down to the 29-yard line. Second along coming up at the end of the quarter here, 14-0, Thunder Ridge with the lead. Colorado businesses, be a part of these broadcasts. You have sponsorship opportunities. They're limited, so contact us to secure a spot in next week's broadcast and for future games. Shea Stadium, Stream It Sports here. Glad you're along with us. Good stuff, 14-0. Thunder Ridge with the lead. For Douglas County, offense, I'd say they're running in mud. Of course, we got the flubber down here, essentially. I mean, it's the artificial turf. But Thunder Ridge defenses look good. But Douglas County started to figure a little something out. But 3 possessions, 3 punts. Eve back to pass, setting up the screen here to the near side. Organic losing yardage this time. Well read by a Husky defense. Give credit to Luke Miller, one of the first guys through there from his linebacker spot. And a 3rd and long now. We'll call it 3rd and 17. That ball sits at the 32-yard line. You don't have a lot of plays in the playbook for this one here. And they will give it off first man through. And again, not a lot of plays, not going to take a lot of chances. You got the ball in a good spot, although in a spot where you're kind of in that no man's land. I believe that was Knox that took that one. Nope, it was Zeke Johnson that time, sophomore, took it up to about the 29-yard line. Got 3, needed 17, so brings up 4th and 14. But again, no man's land. You punt it from here, or you just go ahead and take a shot. If you turn the ball over, you're not giving Douglas County great field position. Matter of fact, they've had great field position after the kickoffs here, and the whistle's going to stop everything. Somebody jumped. Well, might have had somebody in the neutral zone, actually. Yeah, encroachment. That'll go. Somebody actually lined up offsides for Thunder Ridge, so that was actually against the offense. Move it back to just inside the 35-yard line. So 4th and 19. Glad the guys in the box are doing the math here. Be a quick one to do. Eve looking. Throws it up over the middle. In the seam. Caught there. Look at that. A first down. Well, that's Ogrenick. A couple of end arounds didn't go anywhere, but how about that? Got down in the seam behind the linebackers in front of the safeties, and he'll take it down to about the 8-yard line. Wow. 26 yards, back in business, first down and goal, and they give it to the first man through, the fullback. I believe that's Stanley that'll get that one through there. Gain of a couple that time, and right into the heart of the defense again. Joslin right in the middle of it for Douglas County. But Coach Johnson going right back to the ground here. You picked up the first down, now go back to do what you do best. Gain of 2. I said again. Second man. Johnson spins after contact. Take it down to near the 7-yard line. Right into the arms of Joseph Bryant. O'Brien actually had the hands on him, but a good job by Johnson as he spun his way back inside. Gain of a couple, third down. And again, 3rd and goal here. So 4-down territory most likely. Do they stay true, stay on the ground, or do they go to the air here? They'll stay on the ground. Johnson, touchdown. Good block again by Stanley up front. Johnson had to break an arm tackle. Zeke Johnson into the end zone for a second time tonight. 7 plays. Oh, you kidding me, though? They started at the Husky 25-yard line, and after a block in the back, they ended up going all the way back. Almost back into their own territory, converted on a 3rd and 17, and into the end zone to make it 20-0. Snaps a little high. Straight on kick, good. Got it up in the air quick enough that time, and a nice job. Boy, that snap was almost behind, Eve. Zeke Johnson with the extra point, 21-0. Well, a bit of a shocker coming in as you think about it, because Douglas County had beaten an A West club that is much better this year, or had lost to an A West club, but played them very tight and then beat Rock Canyon. But again, it seemed like they'd kind of caught their stride last week, but Thunder Ridge has stopped them in their tracks. 8:55 left to go here in this first half. Oh, some updated scores here. Thanks to the folks at Max Preps. Wow, Heritage beating up on Smoky Hill. 27-0. Mullen and Pomona matching up. And Jade Madden's playing his old team in Mullen. Got the lead there for Pomona, 7-0. Broomfield up on Longmont, 26-0. That's a bit of a surprise. Gary Davies got to play it again. Broomfield, tough week last week, got beat by Windsor. Bouncing back here, looking good in the first half. Coronado up on Liberty, 20-6 as well. I miss anything? Oh, Easton Canyon City. They're in the second quarter, all tied at a touchdown apiece. Read about the 2014 Top 40 Seniors, the top positional players and players to watch in this year's Colorado Football Magazine. Call 303-688-9412 to get your copy. The kick away here, and a good kick this time, taken right at about the 8-yard line. And the return to the 19. Worst return for Douglas County all night. Best kick all night as well for the special teams for Thunder Ridge. Trent Rillinger with the return that time, but a good hang time on the kick. Well, here comes Douglas County again. Now they find themselves in a 3-touchdown hole here, starting from their own 19. Well, the Huskies started to figure out a little something here, but the Thunder Ridge defense bowed the backs and forced them on a third straight punt. Rule all by himself in the backfield now. Twins either side, and a throw to the slot man there. He'll make the catch. Now got it dancing around, and the green jersey's caught up to him. Boy, he turned and looked, and whatever hole that he thought that he had, it went away very quickly. Clay Johnson quickly over there. Brooks Jacobs, a linebacker for Thunder Ridge, also over there, and about 3 other guys in those navy and green jerseys. So a loss of 2 as they'll go from the 17. Douglas County going to call timeout here with 8:14 left to go in this first half. Good time to remind you can be a part of these broadcasts here. Sponsorship opportunities are limited, so contact us to secure a spot in next week's broadcasts and for future games. Don't forget, we're going to pick our next level student-athlete player of the game. The big play, well, I don't know. Zeke Johnson leading the way right now. Got a couple of touchdowns. Tristan Eames done a nice job running the offense, certainly. Kevin Knox with a touchdown as well for the Grizzlies. How about Matt Stanley up front as well? And defensively, Clay Johnson's done a nice job too. So, I don't know. There's about 4 or 5 guys right there. Still got a lot of time left here. Don't get comfortable on a 21-point lead. Just ask the Broncos about that. There's a long way to go here, particularly in high school football, believe me. Kept by Rule. He'll take this one up across the 20-yard line. Got back the 2 and picked up another 1.5 yards that they had lost before. It brings up 3rd and 9, though. Well, there's Johnson with another tackle coming in there. They had emptied the backfield on first down. They're going to kind of go back to their base set anyway from that pistol set. Quick throw to that far side. Caught over there. Going to be short of the first down. So he hits Sayre over there on that far side. Deep credit on the coverage. Vizugli with the coverage and the open field tackle on the far side on Sayre to bring up 4th down and 1. Well, they'll punt. The clock continues to roll here, or will they? Remember, the last punt never actually got off. Went right over the head of the punter. Thunder Ridge is going to call timeout here. Wise decision. Can't take them home with you. Might as well get them together here on special teams on 4th and 1. Funny things can happen. 6-0 strength. There's only one way to be called part of the Dungeon family. That's to survive the Dungeon Challenge. Want to be one of the select few? You can email I can handle the dungeon to Matt at 60strength.com for more information. You need to put that in all caps, too. You have to yell. 7:06 to go here in the first half. 21-0. ThunderRidge with the lead here, looking for their first win. This is their home opener at Shea. I get confused with 0 week. This is week 3, though, right? I think it is week 3. Okay. There's a few teams. Now Chatfield played in a 0 week. Actually, I get a chance to see the Chargers play. Coming up tomorrow night, they take on Lakewood at Jeffco. Good bounce for Douglas County. They did not have a return man back. They said, no, we're going to make sure we got 11 up here to make sure you guys don't fake it. They did not. They'll take the rollout to about the 34-yard line, and ThunderRidge will have the football here. Ran into a good friend of mine that's actually in the booth next door to us over here in Blake Olson. Good to see him out. Part of that altitude broadcast. They're doing some Thursday night games. It's always kind of fun to see the real TV. They're getting her done. Run around that right side. Look at there. Eve ended up keeping that one. I'm watching everybody in the middle, and so was most of the Douglas County defense. Eve gets knocked out at about the 47-yard line. Hold the phone. Got a flag on the far side. It's going to go against ThunderRidge. Boy, a well-designed play. Now Regis going up on Cherokee Trail. Alec Barnes with an 11-yard touchdown. 13-7 now. That's a good game going there. Regis up on Cherokee Trail. All right, whatever they had there, they're actually going to walk them back here to spot it down at about the 37. So the gain negated, so to speak, spot foul. So it's 1st and 7 now. Pistol set, end around. Ogre-Nick around that right side. Up to about the 43-yard line. Going to be a little short here. A lot of things you could do, though, on 2nd and short. A lot of things you can do on 1st and 7 as well. It kind of opens the playbook up a little bit. Some of those guys right in the middle of things. We hadn't called out Christopher Aaron's name a lot. Luke Miller there for Douglas County as well. Back to that I set. They go to the I back there. Johnson tackled forward to about the 46-yard line. Well, I heard Krant's name called out there. Valera was kind of standing there as the tackle came to him up to the 47-yard line. Or 46-yard line, excuse me. Under 6 minutes here in this first half. Chains moving. 1st down and 10 from the 46 now. And yikes. Zeke Johnson. Great penetration by Douglas County to get in there. Now that was a big linebacker jumping in there. That's Luke Engler that got in there. Talk about shooting a gap. Back to the 44-yard line. So a loss of 2 here. Well, I'll tell you what, the Grizzlies would be happy to hang on to this football for a few minutes here. We've got a 2nd and long coming up from that I set. Fullback's got this one, leaning forward. Still leaning forward, and the pile will get across, well, right up to about the 50-yard line. And that's Stanley coming out of the middle of that pile. Well, you got to feed the guy who's done a great job blocking. You got to get the fullback the ball a few times. Matt Stanley, the senior there, has been led the way on a couple of touchdown runs. This time a run of 6. So 3rd down and 6 here. Little different look. They try a quick sweep to the outside, and still going to be short of that first down. Well read by the Huskies that time. Johnson looks a little frustrated. That was Luke Miller out there on the coverage defensively. So 4th down, and well, do you risk the punt, or do you say, you know what, my guys could get 3 yards? That ball at the 47-yard line. You know, I've watched Joe Johnson coach now. I think he's in his 15th year. Watched him coach almost all of those years. This move doesn't surprise me at all. Midfield, doesn't matter. 4th and 3, 47 of the other team, and why not? Almost got someone to lean across the line for the Huskies. And this time you got, instead, the tight end to jump. Well, the hard count to try to get it done. A false start. Well, 4th and 3 turns into 4th and 8, and here comes the punt team. Nearly got the defense to jump that time. Saw one of the down linemen flinch, but didn't get into the zone. Matt Stanley. Whoa. Snap took a little while to get up there. Whoop, fumble, and ThunderRidge is on top of it. Oh, Jellison couldn't hold on to it, bounded right off the pads. Well, they're going to give they're going to give it to Mitchell, I believe, on the recovery. Wow. Well, the Huskies back in business here, up 21-0. Well, special teams hurting the Huskies. They snapped it, went over the punter's head, and now a muff punt. 1st down and 10 from the 14. Stanley get the ball and not go. Well, went about 3 yards that time. But again, they're going to go right back to the middle, maybe eat up a little bit of that clock too. You don't want to give that back. So 2nd down and 6. The ball at the Douglas County 10-yard line. Johnson this time spins inside the 5-yard line down to the 4. Down to the 4-yard line here. Just inside the 5. I think they're gonna bring the chains over. Take a look at this one. Thought he'd gotten down to the 4. Not quite, just between the 4 and the 5-yard line here. So they'll bring the chains out. With 1st down here, you can just milk the clock down and maybe put in a score and go in at halftime with a huge lead. Inches. When the white cap comes up and can use one hand to show you just how far away that 1st down is, that's more like inch. So 3rd and an inch. You got to get to the 4-yard line essentially to get a 1st down here. And again, 2-down territory. Up by 2 touchdowns. You want to stick another one in there. I said again, Knox is in front of Johnson. Eve, the quarterback. first man through, and Knox not going to go anywhere. Wow. Absolutely gobbled up by Luke Miller. That's real close. He got hit after he got about a yard, and that's all they needed, first and goal. Boy, it was painful, but it worked for Thunder Ridge. Just outside of the 3, but again, first down and goal. I said again, leaning forward, and it's Knox with the touchdown. Stanley leading the way blocking-wise, and Knox with his second touchdown tonight. 2:12 to go in the first half. Wow, Thunder Ridge putting it on the Huskies here, and they're doing it on the ground. Zeke Johnson will come out. Put the tee down, essentially. Snaps a little high again. He handles it just fine. The extra point is good, and Zeke Johnson's perfect in the extra points too. 28-0, 2:12 left to go here in this first half. High school athletes looking to play in college need a recruitment video, period. Don't settle for your team's game film. Stream It Sports can provide player-focused filming and editing to highlight your skills. .212 to go here. Knox a couple of touchdowns. Zeke Johnson a couple of touchdowns. 2 turnovers essentially against Douglas County. A muffed punt and then and I'm going backwards here. What happened first was a punt over the center snap that went over the head of the punter, and then the next time around when they had a punt coming their way, they muffed it. Let's update you on some scores. Heritage taking it to the Buffs of Smoky Hill. That's still in the second quarter, 41-0. So the clock is rolling on that one as the mercy rule kicks into effect. Down at Dutch Clark Stadium, Pueblo East and Canyon City all tied up at a touchdown apiece in the second quarter. Pomona up on Mullen 20-0. I'll tell you what, Pomona's got a couple of big wins. They beat Cherry Creek last week, lost to Valor, but have beaten Creek. Now they're up on Mullen 20-0. 26-0. Broomfield up on Longmont. That in the third quarter now, and Coronado up on Liberty 20-6. That in the second quarter. Kick away, taken inside the 10-yard line, and around the outside edge he goes. Spun down and out near the 31-yard line. Clay Johnson over there on the tackle for Thunder Ridge. Defense, special teams, he's all over the place. 2:06 left to go. Well, I don't know how much extra you want to do here. Maybe you just want to get it in at the half. Well, rope rule can certainly throw it around, but the conditions you could still see, if you kind of look up in the lights, it's been misting most of the night. We're already into the mid-40s here, and the play's going to stop here. Somebody moved. So you're not going to have a dry ball certainly to work with here. Encroachment against Thunder Ridge, so it'll be 1st and 5. Well, they got 5 without the clock even moving here. A little better field position. Well, up to the 38-yard line now. And Rule is tripped up. Stanley in there down around the feet. Oh, I take that back. Mares actually down around the feet that time for Thunder Ridge. No gain. 2nd and 5 here from their own 38. Rule hasn't had a lot of room to run, neither of his running backs, and he'll keep this one on the read option and right into the heart of the defense. Got a couple of it up to about the 40-yard line. Quincy Ulrich in there, right in the heart of that line. You can bet that Johnson was in there as well. 3rd and 3 now. As the clock continues to run down. Out of that pistol set. Rule's going to keep this one. Wants to go up over the top. Caught there. Spun down. A first down. A flag down as well. Might get more yardage out of it. They've got the ball at the 49-yard line. This one's going to go against Thunder Ridge, I think. That was Sayre over the middle they found. Conference together here. The defense not moving around much. Targeting almost. Whitecap's going to continue to talk. Yep, targeting, and we'll put it on. I know that Clay Johnson was over there, number 10. He lowered that head down. And again, you've got a defenseless receiver out there. Pop him in the head. Talk so much about concussions. That's certainly a flag you got to throw. It's all about safety. I know some people that say, well, it's football. Kids are going to get hurt. Well, I'll tell you what. A lot of people that aren't playing football anymore because of what's going on out there on the field. So trying to make it safer for everyone. And there's Rule. He's going to keep it himself, winding his way through. Down to about the 15-yard line. And now Douglas County in business. The clock will stop so that they'll move the chains here. Boy, a run of about 19 yards. First down and 10 coming up from the 15. A timeout called by Douglas County as they'll get their stuff together. And now the Grizzlies try to get their defense back together here a little bit. We saw it earlier in the contest. Senior quarterback Rope Rule was able to slip a couple of tackles. That read option, he was reading it right a couple of times and picked up, and I say chunks of yardage, I say 4, 5, 6 yards. Now, not 19 like he got there, but that was a big pickup. So let's see. This would be huge for the Huskies to get it back to a 3-score game. You got a whole nother half coming up here. Only 37 seconds left. Only one timeout left for Douglas County here as well. The rain still kind of coming down here. It's been misting most of the night. It's turned into rain now, it looks like. Rule, long count. And he'll hand it off. Rubinho off that left side. He'll take it down to near the 11-yard line. Clay Johnson is there. Another timeout called by Douglas County. Alex Henderson is also there. The Huskies will take the timeout. That's their last one. The clock stops, as you can see, with around 30 seconds left to go. Boy, a good run off tackle off that left side. That left side of the line just sealing things up. But again, you knew you're going to run it. You knew you were going to have to call that timeout, but that's the last one you've got. Now, you can get a first down if you get it inside the 5-yard line. But now, if you don't get that first down, you got to get everybody lined up there, and you got to spike it. Then you'll have a 4th down coming up. Ideally, you want to get them. Well, ideally, you get it in the end zone. But plan B would be to get a first down to get the clock stopped while they set the ball. You can get your line up there, and then you've got a fresh set of downs. You can spike it to stop the clock. So here they go. Pistol set again. Rubinho looking. Going up over the top. He was going to that corner route, and he overthrew his receiver. Well, they were looking for Sayre again that time. Pretty good coverage. Running right with him was Trevor O'Hearn. Nobody was going to get that one, though, as he put that one to the back of the end zone. Only lost 4 seconds. You got 3rd and 5 now. Well, do you just stay in the air here? Got to do it now on 3rd and 5. Rubinho throws over the middle, and it's or throws here to the right side, excuse me. Stanley on the coverage that time. He was looking for Rillinger, or Rillinger, I believe is how it's pronounced. Pretty good coverage that time. So now you've got 4th and 5. Most likely go back to the air here. I don't know. A little delayed draw. No, they're going to come out. They're going to go with the field goal. Not all or nothing. Zach Parks is the kicker here. Left-footed kicker up. Got it. Well, the field goal is good. 19 seconds left to go, and you get some points on the board here. Well, you don't want to come away with nothing, so you get the points up there. Where did he spot that down at? Right about the 16th, so a 26-yard field goal by Zach Parks. (28-3), and with 19 seconds left, I would imagine a squib kick coming here, and ThunderRidge would be happy to go in with a 28-3 lead at halftime. At the half, we'll take a break here for a few minutes, about 10 minutes, depending on, well, it's early in the season, so we don't have homecoming, so we don't have 20-minute halves. So about 10 minutes, we'll come back with you and give you a little recap on what happened, and we'll get rolling in the second half here. Be interesting to see what kind of adjustments come out here. The Huskies, I think, have found a little something on the offense. ThunderRidge has looked good. 4 touchdowns. Short kick, look out, collision there, but good job. The up man went ahead and took that one anyway. Wow. Both guys went for that ball there. That's like a Texas leaguer falling in between the infield and the outfield. They were both, I'm sure, yelling, "I got it, I got it." One of them did get it, and the other one got upended. So 17 seconds left. Oh, I see a safety lined up pretty deep here. I'm going to take a knee. Yep. He'll take the knee. Everybody's fine with it. Nobody's calling a timeout here, and everybody's going to head to the locker room, try to get dried out a little bit here as we head into halftime. 28-3. 28 unanswered points by ThunderRidge, 2 by the sophomore Zeke Johnson, and 2 by the junior running back Kevin Knox. And a field goal by Zach Parks for Douglas County. That's where we sit, 28-3. Back with you here, actually a little closer to 14 minutes. We'll be back with you here. Glad you're watching from Shea Stadium. This is Stream It Sports. We're glad you're along with us as ThunderRidge leads Douglas County 28-3.